I've been on this hunt for 3 years, and yet he continues to elude me. This city, its secrets, and its shocking amount of socially relevant post-war moral ambiguity. I think this city is poisoning my intellect, preventing me from finally coming face to face with my greatest foe. She is a cruel mistress, this city, destroying everything I am, and yet I can't bring myself to leave her. This cigarette, it tastes like post-Great depression with a hint of socially endorsed carcinogens. Society. Miss Stacy, what's a dame like her doing at night in this city of darkness and secrets and dark secrets? By George, that's it! I found you, Mega Fat. At the start of this investigation, I believed perhaps Javelin from the DC Comics was the grown-up version of Mega Fat, but with today's evidence, I'm starting to believe Mega Fat may not only be real, he may walk among us. Slow down, Waldo. Trace back your steps. Back to where this all began. I believe it was with this trailer.
Okay, I don't mean to toot my own horn. Too late, but I just found a new trailer for the Suicide Squad.
It was the moment I learned the voice of Mega Fat CEO Baby from the hit Emmy-snubbed original series The Boss Baby Back in Business would be appearing in James Gunn's Suicide Squad. Now, the average man wouldn't think twice about this, but I possess a hyperactive mind that thinks 3 times about absolutely everything, allowing for prime mental processing and absolute social isolation. I knew something was up. Not only did this off-the-cob crumb possess the voice of Mega Fat, his very mannerisms, the way his body moved, resembled Mega Fat. I should know. I've spent hours platonically examining those body movements. Even what he says seems to call back to such iconic Mega Fat moments as the You're Fired song.
Okay, I don't mean to toot my own horn. Too late, but
My then naive mind believed that perhaps this character could be a grown-up version of Mega Fat that existed within the Suicide Squad universe. The character this man works to portray is the DC Comics character Javelin. At first glance, I knew Javelin and Mega Fat must be related. After all, they both share key personality traits, such as being German. The mystery seemed to grow as I discovered that Javelin has not had his first name ever revealed. Could this be because his true name is Mega Fat Now Retired Baby, and showcasing this to the world would blow his cover? I believed it was a possibility. Javelin is also supposed to be an Olympic athlete, and one look at these superhuman feats performed by Mega Fat in the Spirit Day episode, his speed, his strength. For an infant to already have such abilities could only mean he was destined for physical greatness later on in life. I continued to peruse Javelin's file in search of greater truths, and I found him to possess personality traits of overconfidence and sadism, exactly like Mega Fat. Furthermore, Javelin is a part of Task Force X, and every detective who has delved as deep into the belly of the Boss Baby as I have could tell you that Mega Fat was a vital part of Boss Baby's task force. Could this simply be a coincidence? Sure. Or it could be a revelation of Mega Fat's behavioral patterns, always being drawn to task forces. Unfortunately, this was where the trail stopped. I had enough evidence to begin to construct a case, but I was still missing the piece that put everything together. That is, until Miss Stacy brought me this new evidence. I no longer believe that Javelin is just Mega Fat. I believe he was typecast. For the actor portraying Javelin, Flula is the present-day grown-up man who once was Mega Fat CEO Baby. Director James Gunn blew the lid on this conspiracy, claiming that Flula's behind was looking uncharacteristically saggy. Could it be that Mega Fat was still wearing his diaper as an adult to remind him of his origin? A diaper which was now sagging? Perhaps. Or perhaps, as James Gunn was implying, Flula snuck trailer materials out with the assistance of his own buttocks. Something we have seen MegaFat do before. In this clip here, MegaFat could be pulling this pie out of his back pocket, or he could be pulling it out of his behind in much the same way Flula snuck trailer materials out in his behind. Flula eventually admitted to doing this act, supporting our theory even more. I knew I needed to gather more info on this actor, so I examined his public records, and they were full of materials which brought credence to my theory. For one, Flula endorsed Joe Biden for president, and it just so happens that over a year prior, I created this MegaFat CEO baby endorsement of Joe Biden using the Joe Biden official avatar maker. This could be a coincidence, but then again, as a wise sage once told me,
there is no such thing as a coincidence.
Perhaps I was energetically aligned with the spirit of MegaFat, the spirit of Flula. Spurred on by this finding, I kept digging and found that Flula's YouTube page was suspiciously full of references to babies. In one video, he attempts to prove he does not in fact sleep like a baby.
And she said to me, "Did you sleep like a baby?" What? Did I sleep like a baby? No.
To me, this appears like a desperate attempt to steer us away from discovering that Flula is in fact MegaFat, formerly the CEO baby. In another video, he attempts to create what he calls a musical diaper.
It's a royal baby! Oh yeah, what is it, no? It's a boy.
Who else do we know who has a passion for creating works of lyrical genius?
See, because I am the CEO, 3 times your salary, EO. We all bow down to me, EO.
With all of this, I knew in my heart Flula must in fact be the grown-up version of MegaFat, but I couldn't close the case until I got a confession out of him. Then, as luck would have it, I found an admission of guilt in his public file. On April the 6th, 2018, Flula stated, "Hello, it is me, MegaFat CEO baby." It's poetic, really. In the end, MegaFat, it was your own hubris which gave you away. No one can run from Detective Waldo forever. No matter what this city tries to do to me, my superior wit always wins the day.
Or does it?
Jimbo?
In this city, Waldo, you must always expect the unexpected.
I gave everything to this city, only for it to take everything from me.
Take my pee-pee, please, and treat it like a lollipop.